In fact, right after Tommy Curran, Comcast Sportsnet New England, at the game last night. I don't know how your accent is going to compare to Mark Wahlberg's, but, Wahlberg is your warm-up act here. So let me hear the accent this morning. How you feeling?
Hey, what's up, Danny? How'd Mark do?
Mark did well.
That guy's a good guy.
Did you like the accents in The Departed?
Except for Leo DiCaprio's, they were all right. You know, they can really be jarring if they're done poorly. And you have been around this part of the country long enough to know a real one from a fake one. And the harder you try, the more arresting it can be when it smacks into the side of your head with someone trying too hard on them.
All right, well, that's the only reason why I wanted to talk to you, Tom. I appreciate you joining us.
All right, we're all set then. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the autumn.
Could you tell people what it's like at Belichick? How does he do his talking points during the week of what he says to his team? And certainly with them being undefeated, with Deflategate, chip on your shoulder, whatever it might be, how does Belichick go about telling them what to say and not say?
It's really interesting because he tries to keep it as simple as possible. For instance, when you're 7-0, instead of saying, hey, you don't have any losses, and if you keep this up, you might finish undefeated, 7 wins isn't going to get you anything in this league. Okay, I hope you understand that. You're going to be sitting there like a lot of other 7-9 teams if you don't win any more games. So we don't want that. So that's part of it. In addition, as I walked around last week and just talking to the guys casually in the locker room, said, hey, at least you get the weekend off. You get the Thursday game. They go, we won't have the weekend off if we don't win. So he holds these carrots out there for them. They might not have to practice. They have to adhere by all those CBA things, but he'll keep them there as long as he can, and he'll bring them back as soon as possible if he doesn't like the performance that's given. And it's, with Deflategate, it's the simple, it doesn't affect you, it's not important to you, it has absolutely no bearing on you, worry about you. So that's how it boils down.
Well, what about the local angle here? That nationally, we're curious about the Patriots going undefeated. I don't know. Are you guys as curious since you're around it every day?
Yes, absolutely. But I think it fluctuates. The people who are on the beat doing it every day, weirdly enough, almost start to get by osmosis the same mindset that he does. All right, it's Redskins next. You don't even really know who they play after that, while the people who aren't there every day, who are in the local media, who are doing television locally or radio, they're just going, all right, check mark, you got Redskins win, Giants win, Broncos close win, and they just run down the thing. So you're not paying as much attention. I just look at some of these games, including the Jets game, there is a point at which some of the balls that get tipped are going to stay in the air long enough for somebody to pick them off. Somebody's going to get a DPI called on them at a critical juncture. It's just only one team's done it. To say it's likely that they'll do it again is bananas.
What is Brady? Brady doesn't do national interviews anymore. Mm-hmm. I know that he's turned down NBC. I'm assuming he's turned down the other networks. He does the local radio, but does he do anything else one-on-one?
In the past, he's been much more approachable. I've had a good relationship with him over the years, and it's cooled pretty significantly with everybody. And I was, Mr., poke holes in Deflategate. He doesn't give a crap. He's just pissed at everybody.
Really?
So, so he's at a point where I don't know how long he'll keep it up. I don't know if it's a permanent thing, but his agitation level is pretty high. I don't know if at this point he spends a lot of time thinking about it. It's probably actually simplified his life to a degree in terms of just walling everyone off, because he's always been pretty accessible, at least in the locker room during the week. Now he is, a ghost.
He's getting better, Tom. How?
I think other teams are getting worse, and I think that the level of preparation and understanding the guys like Edelman and Gronkowski, Amendola, LaFell, what Dion Lewis adds helps him to get better. But if you look at his body, look at his face and see that he has changed. He hasn't gotten bigger. He's gotten leaner. And in getting leaner, he's gotten quicker. If you compare one of the 2003, 2004 Tom Brady pictures to now, he almost looks gaunt.
Yeah.
And it's because working with Alex Guerrero, they spend all their time. They don't lift weights. It's all resistance bands. All resistance bands. It's all diet, nutrition, rest, and core stuff. He doesn't lift weights anymore.
Could I beat him in a 40-yard dash?
You know what, Dan? You could actually outshoot him.
Well, I know that.
I don't think that you look like you have the same acceleration that you may have used to have had.
I got those quick twitch muscles, though.
You do, but they're in the wrong spot.
That's true. they're in my eyes. They're twitching all the time. It's a terrible tick that I have. I know you're short on sleep. We do appreciate you getting up to talk about your Patriots, and we appreciate that.
I'll catch up while I'm driving.
All righty. Thank you, Tom.
Okay, bye.
That's Tom Curran, Comcast Sportsnet, New England.